Surprise. Hey, what's shaking a little sugar wiggle? Miss V, why are you up so early this morning? You never come on this early. Didn't I tell y'all the other day that, hey, my life is life and for me, and I'm going to come on when I want to. See, I used to be nice, and when other content creators was on, we had more people than me. I just, kind of respect their channels and stuff. They didn't respect mine when I had an established time. So I don't care no more. I'm just out here doing me, living my life like it's golden, because it is. Oh, but it's coffee time. That's it. Come on. Let's roll this morning. I don't know who up. I don't know who coming in, but you chatting with me whenever you get in. That's what we do. Okay? I got a topic of conversation. I always do. Okay. Making sure everything is turned down. All right. So I went to sleep last night. I don't know what time. I guess maybe after 12. I don't know. But I was back up at 4 o'clock this morning. I told you I don't need a lot of sleep. I can sleep when I leave here. The rest of my life, if I have to. I don't know about worrying about no sleep and stuff. I ain't never been a person that need a lot of sleep. And I told you I was a night person. So I'll be up at night doing things and stuff and getting myself together. But I got things I got to do. And I told y'all that too. So that's why I pop on when I come on. Turn them subscription buttons on and you'll know. Don't be thinking, oh, well, she'll be out here at 10 o'clock. She might be back out here again at 10 o'clock. I don't know. If I have something to talk about, I don't have nothing to talk about, I ain't coming out here. No, but I got something to talk about this morning because I read something. I'm always reading and I'm trying to keep up with what's going on in the world. Trying to spread my little knowledge to y'all so y'all will know what's going on in the world too. Okay, so first of all, she got to get her glasses and get her glasses put on and stuff. She the star this morning. Y'all see it? Yeah, the star, two stars. One for the left, one for the right. I start to mix it up. I put on just one and then put a stud in this one and go all the way up because there's some more holes up there somewhere. The thing closed up. I had one ear with a whole lot of holes. One up there, that sucker hurt me so bad I didn't know what to do. One night I just snatched the whole thing out. I couldn't sleep on it. It never would not be hurting. And I always felt like, it was just done. I was like, maybe you ain't supposed to have no hole up there and all that cartilage. So I took it out. It might be still open. I ain't seen it in a while. So let's talk about it. So this morning I came out here because I want to talk to y'all about giving it up. Ms.V, what are you talking about giving it up? Well, I'm going to tell you. Don't be so impatient. I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm on one this morning too, by the way. Okay? People have been very, very critical always, ever since I've been in the world. Woo, that it come about hair. And it just so happened that I read an article before I went to sleep last night. I said, there's good content here. Hair is people's glory. Most people really, really love their hair. Their hair is their everything. Their hair. Okay? Now, y'all know Ms.V was lacking that for a while. When I told you when I moved up there on the East Coast at Baltimore County, I was lacking. I got out the hair business after 17 years, and I wasn't really concerned about no hair. And that's when I really, really, really started wearing a lot of weave, a lot of braids, and a lot of wigs. Before then, I was in a beauty shop. There was always somebody in there to do my hair. And I went from long hair to short hair when I turned 40. My daughter told me, she said, Mama, I think short hair would look better on you at this age. So I was like, okay. It's never meant anything to me. If you've always had it, it doesn't mean anything to you. If you could always grow it, My hair done been through so many changes in life until it is just unreal. Edward, your package, you got your package yesterday. Okay, I hope you like it. Get it installed so you don't have to worry about what keys are and all that stuff. I don't know how to operate it, but I done seen people just go out there and click, click, and the motor start and all that good stuff. So enjoy it, okay? Glad you came in and told me. I can throw away this receipt now. Let me go back up because there's some sugar woogers came up in here this morning. Now, I'm not going to just talk about hair for women. I'm going to talk about hair for men too. Everybody got hair. Y'all know I was in the beauty business for 17 years. When I left my for real job, making 6 figures with benefits and a 401k, I walked out on faith. Like a lot of things I've done in my life, I'm bold like that, okay? When you know the Lord gonna take care of you, you can walk out on faith. It's the people that do all the talking, but they scared. I wasn't scared at all. I did it. I walked right up out of there. Still had a house note and had bought me a brand new 1999 Lexus. 1 year after they came out in 98, I bought the 99. Uh-huh. I did that. Get children at home. Uh-huh. Okay. And but one thing I never do, I don't tell anybody what I'm gonna do. Because people are gonna be critical. Now, if I had went and told people I'm finna leave this job, they would have told me, you crazy. How you gonna make it? I wasn't trying to hear all that. I already know. I got my own mind. I don't need nobody telling me nothing. When I get ready to do something, trust me, I already got it mapped out. And I knew I was gonna walk up out of there because I had already started the school, cosmetology school, to get my license, and they didn't even know it before I left the job. Then I left the job for a whole year. Okay? And finished up in, it was supposed to be a 9-month program. I finished that program up in 7 months. I went day in the morning. I came back at night in the evening. I couldn't even go to state board for 3 months. I had 3 whole months to study everything. I'm always on top of my game, okay? When y'all with the foolishness, I'm with the real. This for getting ready to make my living. People ain't just start being critical out here on YouTube. They've been critical all my life, but I don't listen to it. If I had stopped and listened to them, I would have stayed out there, probably would have been dead now from all that gasoline in that lab and all the terrible ingredients that was out there before OSHA even came about to inspect the lab. We out there playing with syncat catalyst, carcinogenic, cancer causing. It was pretty. It looked like a green powder, like a talcum powder. I ain't had no gloves on. They took asbestos out the lab and we was in there working, particles flying all over the place. You can't tell me nothing about life and what I've been through. You talk about your life because I'm talking about mine. You don't know nothing about mine to talk about. Okay? That's to the ones who, always in my business. That's my business. Talk about your business. Talk about your life. Okay? So I when I read this article, I said, oh, this is good content here because everybody got hair. Everybody. So I'm talking to the men, the women, the children, the boys, the girls, anybody who want to listen about your hair. Okay, but let me go back and not be rude. I got to speak to folks, okay, who came up in here. Okay, Mr. Edward is here, and he got his gift for the 7K giveaway. Okay, you look stunning. I'm casually dressed this morning because it's getting ready to get hot out there, Edward. It rained last night. I did not tell y'all I sleep through a storm. I woke up this morning, looked out there on the balcony. I said, well, I'll be doggone. Water all over the boards around the swimming pool. I ain't know where that rain. I ain't heard nothing. When I go to sleep, I go to sleep, okay? And I get my sleep, good sound, RAM sleep, where you into a deep sleep. You don't care about nothing. You closer to dead as you're going to be in my kind of sleep. And when I wake up, whatever time it is. I don't set nothing early in the morning because I ain't finna get up. I'm up this morning because it's something I want to do. Okay? And I need to take care of before that sun come out there. I ain't trying to be in that sun. I'm dark enough as it is. And I'm going to get darker before August. Because I'm going to be out there in that pool in it. Okay? All right. Now, Mr. Play Noralis or Noralis. Are your feet the same color as your fingernails? No. My feet the same? You mean my toenails the same as my fingernails? No, they yellow. My toenails yellow. They on a video out there at the pool. No. My fingernails not. Mm-mm. Why? Why you need to know that? Huh? Hey, young Rez, how you doing? Good morning to you. Righty. That's expensive and it's really nice, my gorgeous auntie queen. That's okay. What did I tell you, Edward? I can't take nothing with me. Nothing at all. I don't even have one on my car. I could have very well taken it and put it on mine. I don't need that. Not really. I ain't in no hurry. Okay, y'all young. Y'all might need y'all's car started up and ready to go when you get there. I got plenty of time. Yeah, and I ain't trying to rush my life. Okay. App H, welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Real talk. Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about. I want somebody who know real talk when they hear. Oh, I see Miss Joy coming in and Miss Lily. Good morning to you, ladies. How y'all doing? Miss V, I am good fam. I believe you, young Reds, and thank you for sharing my work. This man just been sharing my work all over the place. I didn't even know it till yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God. Y'all doing it. You and several grams. Y'all sharing it, baby. And y'all are welcome to always, when you come in as content creators, if you know how to get your link and drop it in, you're welcome to do it, okay? I can't always depend on my moderators because my moderators are busy people. They working people, and they're also content creators, okay? So whoever come in, that's why I have so many. I don't know which one coming in, okay? Anyway, Grayson, good morning and welcome to Chatting with Miss V. Hey, Miss Deborah Silver, good morning, good morning. And thanks to all the new subscribers and supporters who've come in. Ooh, y'all make my day. I'm happy. Yeah, shaking and moving and grooving out here on this ship. Yes, we are. I got everybody. So let's get into business this morning about this hair, okay? Like I said, hair is a big deal to a lot of people. Now, to me, it used to be. Those 17 years I was in that beauty business. You subscribe? Thank you, Grayson. I appreciate that. Sugar? Sure do. I think you'll enjoy it over here. We have fun over here, and we talk about different topics every time I come out here. Ain't never the same. Sometimes I just talk to y'all with whatever y'all want to talk about. But today we're going to talk about this hair business, okay? So I read an article about weaves last night. Not weaves, wigs. Synthetic wigs, to be exact. But we're going to talk about all phases of hair, okay? For men and for women. Because y'all do know now, men are just as strong in the beauty shop business as the women are. I mean, cosmetologists who are out there still practicing in the trade are making money off of men, just like they probably making more on a lot of them because they're going to be more regular. Men who are going bald, who don't want to be bald no more, or have gone bald. You know how the hair goes here and it's back there? That's hereditary baldness. And they're doing it faster these days. They're losing hair quicker. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Used to be an old man thing. It ain't no old man thing no more. You see younger men that are receding bald, hair going back, peeling all the way back into that little circle, or you see it starting right in the middle. That's usually where it starts, in the middle of the head for the man and the woman. Women also have alopecia, okay? There's different types of alopecia, but in the end, it's all losing hair. And typically, it is hereditary too. It can be from medications, or maybe you could lose your hair from having cancer and different other medications that you take. My blood pressure pills have helped to thin my hair out. And I've been on them since I was probably about 53, somewhere like that. A long time now. Yeah. Um, and they've helped to thin the hair. And it will. It's just certain medications you take are not good for this little thin hair. I don't care how thick your hair, that strand is just it's very, very tiny. And it'll pop and it'll break if you brush it too hard with some hair. Because you got so many different hair textures. Everybody doesn't have nap to their hair. My hair is very soft. I don't have a lot of nap to my hair. I used to back when I was younger, when it was thick, thick, thick. But as I've aged, it'll get thinner. It may not grow as fast as it used to. And mine doesn't. It's growing fast, I think, for an older woman. But my hair, I could pop it off 6, 7 months later. It was right back to wherever I cut it. It's not going to do that anymore. You have to understand life and aging and how the body will change. Foods you used to eat, may not even like them no more. Or they may not digest with you. Understand, every decade, I've told you, you're going to change. Okay? So, hold up. I got to get Tom out of here because he's foolish. All right. Tom is gone. We're talking about hair. Tom wanted to talk about something else. This ain't the channel for that. I don't know what channel he thought he fell up in. I got him, Edward. I just looked down and saw it. I got him. But you're going to have that out here because you can't control people with issues and problems. And mental illness it just comes to you too. It's like, here I am. I'm finna go out here and show people how ignorant I can really be. I'm going over on this channel where this lady ain't even interested in talking about that and could care less about that. And I'm just going to show you how big a fool I really am. That's what people do. That's why I keep saying YouTube should have a psychiatrist on staff on board. Many of them for every channel. And when they come in, instead of you having to have moderators, they should be taking them out. They should be sending it to somebody so they can get the help they need. They shouldn't be out here interrupting people. People don't know them. They don't care to know them. And then they come in with, you don't know if they fake, phony. You don't know who they are. Back to the hair business. So, Edward say you don't play about his aunties. I know that's right, Edward. Anyway, thank you, Edward. Hit that like button for me, y'all. 3 dots up in the corner. Click, click. All right. Hit the screen twice. Hit my name up there. Thumb me up. Y'all thumb up all other old crazy stuff out here that don't make no sense. Y'all thumb up all the lies. I'm bringing you facts, but I can't get a thumb up. Y'all wrong for that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about this hair business. Okay, let's try to stay with it. So I read this article, excuse me now, about the synthetic wigs last night. And I thought, wow. So let me tell you what it said. It said that your wig could be poisoning you. And I thought, wow. Let me get on and read some more about this. So they did a study and they found out that there were pesticides and other toxic chemicals in synthetic hair. And this was found in Nigeria, okay? Wigs are big business out here, people. Almost, if you put 10 women out there, probably 7 out of the 10 or even 8 out of the 10 are going to be wearing some form of wig, weave, or whatever. Synthetic, more probably than human. Human costs more. Synthetic is cheap. You can throw it away after a couple of wearings because you don't pay that much for it. Okay? Wigs are becoming the #1 seller. Yes, kind of hurting the beauty shop business, but not really, because you still have those weave wearers. And if you can braid, you're going to make money. But normally that's kind of separate from the beauty shop. Braiders are braiders, and they have their own shops. They now get inspected too. You're going to still have some people, even though it has been a known fact for years, that relaxers are not good for the hair. That's lie in there. It's going into the pores of your head. It has now been recognized by the industry that it causes cancer. But people still choose to do it. That's their business. Okay? Natural hair is in, and it has been in for a long time now. And it's probably the best thing that happened to Black people since sliced bread. Good morning, Miss Aretha. How are you this morning? Because you don't have to put the chemicals in it. Those who want to wear colored hair don't have to worry about the relaxing and the colored hair clashing. And your hair just washing down the drain or shedding right off your head. You have to know chemistry in order to be able to do that successfully. I can honestly say I did it for 17 years very successfully. I remember when I colored my hair out here, I saw in chats, I'm a comment reader, oh, her hair gonna fall out. It's still up there. In fact, it's growing. I see a demarcation line about that long where the black hair from my scalp is coming in and the colored hair is up here. People will say anything. They don't know. First of all, don't speak on things you don't know nothing about. That's where you're getting things all wrong. I would never come out here and try to speak on hair if I did not have a state license from the state of Texas since 1999. I wouldn't speak on it, especially try to go into depth with it. I'll be out of line for doing that. You don't know what you're talking about. And you make it obvious when you say things like that. And when you don't know anything about the molecular structure of hair or the DNA of my hair, you don't know about it. So you can't speak on something you don't know. You just, again, flapping. Learn to speak on stuff you know about. Speak on your own. Don't speak on nobody else's. Because you'll look like a fool every time. Especially when you're dealing with me, I done told you. But anyway, wigs are not only big business here in the US of A, but wigs and weaves are big business across this nation. Celebrities have always worn wigs and weaves. They're on the go. They got to have their hair done at the spur of the moment. So they don't have time to be calling a hairdresser like back in the day where that hairdresser just right there on the set. They have to learn to do a lot of things themselves these days. Okay? You wear a banda? What's that, Young Reds? You remind me of Snoop Dogg's mom. She's pretty cool. Oh, really, Tristan? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. I don't think I've ever seen his mom, Tristan. But thank you. Okay, so natural hair requires special care and attention, although it can be time consuming. But to me, I've learned to embrace it, and it's very pretty. I was looking at the girls out there on that basketball court Sunday when Chicago played. I forgot who they played now because I had been watching no basketball, but I really got off a scarf on your head. Okay, we all have our little quirks about life and what we like and what I love things on my head. I kind of feel naked when I don't have something up there, but I got my hat, my yellow hat over there laying on the bed, waiting on me to get off of here so I can flop it on my head when I leave up out of here. The thing that I wear on my head. Okay, I got you. I got you. So I was watching a basketball game and I was looking at the girls' hair. And a lot of them had natural hair. And this one particular girl had her hair kind of colored, almost a brunette, but her hair was real soft and it was natural and it was in like a afro type of style, just hanging. But as she was going up and down the floor, you could tell her hair it was very healthy and had a lot of bounce to it. Yeah, and I thought, that is really pretty. It really is. And it's natural. It's what the good Lord gave you. You ain't trying to do nothing different with it. Very pretty. Wigs, human or synthetic, have been around for a long time now. They've improved a lot on the wigs, but what they haven't improved on is what's taking a lot of people's hair out. That netting that is on, that should be something satin-like against your hair because it's the friction, the rubbing of it, okay? And like around the hairline where I had to grow out edges again, I protected my hair, this hair, with a stocking cap. But you got that band coming around there on that stocking cap. And eventually, this little hair is it's baby hair. That's why I call it baby hair, because it's a finer texture of hair. And it just wore that hair off. So it has taken me a couple of months to get it to start growing back out again. And it may never be as thick as it used to be, but at least it ain't bald like it was at one time. Because I remember when Keith was up here cutting my hair, if you saw that video when he came to my house, it was just little bitty fragile hair around. And I told him, just take that on off. And he was like, no, you know it's going to grow back. He wasn't lying, but I was just frustrated with it at the time. And it was my fault. I neglected it. Didn't nobody do that. Didn't nobody tell me to do that. I'm being a celebrity on the go. That's who I was married to. He didn't give you no warnings, or he didn't call you at all. You just come in the house and say, let's go. Where we going? Are we going to Old Ocean tonight? We're gonna stay in the what was that thing he had? Not a townhouse. What was it? You stay in there, and then somebody else stay in there, and it was his season to stay in there. That. Okay. And I'm like, well, how long we gonna stay? You had to stay prepared when you was dealing with a person like that. At a drop of a hat. He already done made up in his mind. But he ain't about to call you and tell you nothing. Everybody couldn't even handle a marriage like that. Yeah. You had to be on top of your game all the time. Timeshare. Thank you, Miss Aretha. What worst investment he ever made. But he did that. We were down in Massanutten, and we went there knowing that that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to give, thank you, Miss Joy. They were trying to give you some time there to enjoy yourself, but also putting that pressure on you to buy one. And I was, buy into one. And I was like, we going, but we don't need that because we ain't gonna have time, be spending no time down here because you work here, there, everywhere, you on this contract, that contract. No. We went in there, and before he knew it, he had signed his name on it, and I was like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. We went to it one time, in the 5 years he had it. That time. Never went back again. I can't with that kind of stuff. And you think I'm going to go back through a marriage again? It wasn't nothing bad he was doing. It was just that he did what he wanted to do. Whether I said yes or no, it didn't matter. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff no more. Yeah, I miss him. I do. I don't have to be worried about all that other stuff you doing and moving here and moving there and let's go here, let's go there. No more. I'm too old for that now. I'm glad I did it when I did it. Okay? Back to these hair. So I feel like the natural hair is definitely better than anything you could put on your hair. Your own God-given hair that you came here with. Is better than anything else out there you can do to it. But put some style to it now. Don't just sit up there and just have the hair don't do that, okay? Put some kind of style to get it cut down into a style. Do something with it. Ooh. All right, anyway. So that's what I was reading in the article last night. The synthetic hair is definitely a business. It's a big business. People are going to buy more of it because it costs less. But in the long run, they're not looking at if you would buy human hair, it would last longer and you would actually be paying less for it. But again, it could be all you could afford. I'm not sure. Okay? So when I was in the hair business, I always wanted to make sure that when I cut a hair of hair, whether she was Hispanic, whether she was Black, it didn't matter what nationality, because my shop had all nationalities that walked through the door. Why? Because money is green and it's spent from everybody. I never wanted to own a Black-owned beauty shop, and I didn't. Okay? The guys had different nationalities that sit in their chair, in the barber chairs, and I had different nationalities coming through the back. Okay? Hair's hair. Y'all, if you're in the business, you ought to learn how to do it all. So therefore, I went into a Caucasian shop, and I worked in there for a while to make sure I knew what I was doing with their hair. And then I started off in Black-owned beauty shop, okay, right out of school. So I did 6 months in one, I did 6 months in another one. All right. Good morning. You're driving, T-Mac? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Let me go up and see if I missed anybody else. Variste, Ashante. I hope I got that right. Yeah, it ain't. I missed the comment there. Okay. All right. Be careful out there on that road, T-Mac. Listen now, don't be trying to look and see, because you can catch the replay later. But thank you for coming in this morning. So I always sent the hair to Lots of Love. That was an organization. Whenever I cut hair that was what was considered hair good enough to make a wig out of it, they would make the hair, clean the hair, and send it off to get the wigs made. And then they would go to MD Anderson for the cancer patients. And I did that over 17 years. I did not throw hair that was quality hair that would make a good wig in the trash can. I don't care if it was even natural hair. You can make a natural hair wig too. It went to Lots of Love. Okay? So I told y'all, if I see a use for something, I'm not throwing it away. I'm not a hoarder. I'm not a pack rat. I'm going to do something with it. It's not always for me. I could be making it for somebody else. I like crafting. I like doing things. And I like helping people. So my hair from 17 years, from any chair that was in there, And there was usually 4 chairs filled in the back. That I had a braider up front at one time, and I had 8 barbers at my biggest point. So it was a huge beauty shop. No problems. People didn't walk away from me. If they left for something they wanted to do that was different or better than them, or they didn't choose to be a barber or beauty shop stylist anymore. They had everything in there they needed. And they knew they could always come to me. If money was even funny on Friday, come to me and talk to me. Okay? Maybe something came up during the week where they had to miss a couple of days. It's okay. Next week, give them my money. And we good. Business is business with me. Okay? So the hair industry makes millions of dollars a year. And it's run by people here in the States as well as foreigners. Hairdressing salons kind of lost out when the natural hair was coming in because it hit real fast. It was like all of a sudden you were making money on relaxing and coloring, highlighting, low lighting, and then boom, here come the natural hair. People are not coming in anymore. They came in during the transition for hairstyles, and then they would come back and they say, I'm going natural. Cut all this relaxer off. And that's when you ain't gonna see them no more. I was just getting out of the business when it happened, so it really didn't affect me. I was leaving, headed to Baltimore. So, and when I went up there, I didn't do no hair, and I haven't done any time since. People ask me all the time, do you still do hair? No, I don't even want to do my own. I want to be carefree of that business. When I'm done with something, I'm done with it, okay? Do I keep up with it? Yes. But things going to have to get real hard for me to stand up and do that again. Yeah, because I worked 12 hours in there. If I could work 12 hours for the company I used to work for, I could work 12 hours standing on my feet up in there. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to sit down and do it. I never could sit down and do nobody's hair. I got to move around. I got to be checking your face out and where I need to put this and where I need to put that and where we need to cut. You cut by points. Here, here, here. You got to find some kind of point on your face to cut by. The nose. If it's supposed to be even, you got to, it might not be even on both sides, but it's even with your nose. Because your one ear might be a little bit different. The left and the right ain't never the same. That's why it's a left and a right. You take a measure and you measure across, it could be a little off. That's everybody. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going because I could go somewhere with that. Lately, it has been found that there are contaminants hiding in synthetic hair, which is silver, cadmium, chromium, nickel, and pesticides, which are hazardous to human health. I'm going to let that sink in for just a few minutes. For those synthetic hair wig wearers. Google it. I always tell you, when I bring something to you, you go Google it for yourself. Now, I'm not out here to tell you to wear them or not wear them. I'm just bringing you the facts because I don't care one way or the other. I'm going to do what I want to do with mine. And ain't nobody never told me what to do with mine. And ain't. They might say it. But if you know me by now, you know I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's been all my life. I'm not listening to you. You ain't paying for it. You ain't buying it. You ain't wearing it. What I care about what you think or how you feel. We obviously ain't friends because you would know that. I do me. Always have and always will. That's a fact, Jack. Better ask somebody who do know. Oh no, she gonna do her thing. She gonna do what she wanna do. She not listening. You go ask one of them ex-husbands. That's why they exes. So why do people wear wigs? Could be from hair loss. Could be from alopecia, hereditary baldness. There are several different types. It could be thinning hair due to aging. Maybe they just came here with thin hair. Maybe it's the medication they're taking. Do you think that they're going to put on those pill bottles that if you take this medication, it's going to thin your hair? If you take this medication, you're going to lose some hair. You wouldn't take it. Hair is most people's glory. Hey, Elaine, good morning. They're not going to do that. So that's one of the things you got to look up. You can Google that stuff these days about what's in there. Because what they give you on that paper, some things might be missing. And you know, any medication you take now got side effects. That's why I don't read that paper, because I'm like, if I read what's on that paper, I'm going to get a headache, a stomach ache. I'm going to get ulcers. I'm going to get this. I'm not going to take that stuff. And I'm only going to take it until I feel better. I don't care what it say. Take it all my eye. Okay? I ain't finna do it. I'm just telling you. Lazy. That's another reason why people wear artificial hair, fake hair. I was lazy. I'm guilty of that. I ain't lazy no more. Because I made a vow, I ain't putting it back in my head no more. I'm not wearing no wigs. I'm not wearing a weave. I don't have to. I don't want to. I'm going to take care of my hair now. And I'm going to keep my hair to the end. Because you can stay on too long and you will be bald head where you got to keep wearing them. I never liked synthetic wigs at all. They too shiny, for one thing, that you can always tell it ain't your hair because there's shine on it, for one thing. So let me tell you how to get that shine out of there. Get some baking powder. Not baking powder. I always call baking soda baking powder. Get some baking soda. Dip them. Get that shine up off of there. If you want the shine in it, put some vinegar in there. Some apple cider vinegar. And it'll put the shine back in there. Most people who have synthetic wigs don't do nothing to them anyway. You should shampoo those wigs lightly down your head. Your head sweating up under there. Your head still collecting dust and dirt up underneath there. You don't wear it all day and all night, do you? You do take it off at some point. You are wearing it outside in the dust, in the rain, and everything else. Don't wear it in the rain too much if it's synthetic. I wouldn't do that if I were you. If you wearing them, you know why. It's not human. People want to change their hairstyles. That's another reason why they wear them. Their appearance. They look better. Everybody want long hair these days. People ain't never had hair past their ear, the top of their ear. But they got hair down to their booty now. They can do that with the hair we have out there now. Watch and read what's on those brands of hair. They have improved a lot since I was in the business. The one that say it will not itch your scalp. Okay? Start looking in them wigs and seeing what they line with. And so putting that stocking cap on past your sideburns and your edges, or you'll be bald just like I was and have to wait months and months to grow hair back. Okay? It's a ready to go look. Everybody in a hurry now. We live in a microwavable world. So everybody is in a hurry. Ain't nobody got time to do their own hair no more, not even take 5 minutes to comb it. The majority of the world is wearing fake hair. It's their business. They buying. Who cares? I most certainly don't. Either way it went, I made money even off of wigs. They brought their wigs in there for me to cut them. They brought the human hair wigs in there for me to color them, highlight them. So I never would knock it. It made me money. People want more hair. One thing I found out in the beauty business, nobody never wanted what they had. If they had curly hair, they wanted straight hair. If they had long hair, they wanted short hair. If they had short hair, they wanted long hair. If they had thin hair, they wanted thick hair. They would always bring you these pictures in these books. And they wanted to look like that. And you got to sit there and you got to explain it to them. Do you see the thickness of this woman's hair? It's not, I can cut it in the same style, but you're not going to like it because you're going to see scalp because your hair is thin. Or even if they had too much hair and it was thick, you don't want your hair cut down that short because of the texture of your hair. The least little bit of dampness, it's not going to be straight anymore. It's going to be poofy. It's just so much education you had to take the knowledge that you have and educate your client. Because if it doesn't look like what they got in that book, they're going to be upset with you. Well, you should have told me. Living for Jesus, not every hairstyle is for everyone. It's not. It is definitely not. I totally agree with you. But try being a beautician in a busy beauty shop. And you got to take time out for a consultation. Because they brought this hairstyle in here. They didn't come in there looking in your books. Okay? So, there are contaminants that have been found in synthetic wigs. Now, to my men, good morning, KSD. People be in the feelings too much. They need to realize what they have and work with that. Exactly. That's what it all boils down to. You're so right about the hair. I actually have long hair, but I always get it cut when I go to the beauty shop. I got 17 years of experience in the business. It's not much you're going to be able to tell me about hair. I know. Elaine, you are so right. And you're agreeing with me because it's facts. That's why if you a wig wearer, you should never say anything about anybody's hair. If you are wearing a style, you might think it's cute, but I might be looking at it like, ugh, she's got such a big forehead. Her forehead is going way back here. Wonder why she didn't bring some hair forward this way. I still look at hair, even though I don't want to touch it. I still look at hairstyles. I'm still in that beauty shop mode where that part is too low. Why is it way down here? That ain't no natural part way down there. Or why you got your hair cut like that and it's not becoming at all? Or why you don't put a little color on your hair, a little few highlights in there, somewhere in the hair? This is what's going through my mind when I see hair. Or red. That's deep there. Whoever style your hair, baby, you can go back and tell them I said they did a hell of a job on your hair. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. And I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. This is what's in my mind. This is what I'm thinking because of my career there. 17 years to me is a career in the beauty business. People that stayed longer than that, they're gonna have some issues. Them 30 and 40-year beauticians, legs done gave out, having stomach problems because in the beauty shop, you eat when you can. You busy. People on the go. They ain't got time for you to sit. They don't want to sit down and wait on you to go eat. They care less about you and your stomach. Yeah. Yes, I can't style long hair, so I get her to cut it into a shorter style that I can manage myself. That makes sense, Elaine. It sure does. Let's see, did I have another one? I have one daughter, this dense hair, and one with thin hair. I have to treat their hair so different, so I understand and explain it to them. It's frustrating. It can be. And you know, some other kids that I had coming in my shop, I had a lot of them. The mixed babies with the black father and the white mother. And the white mother could not do their hair because the hair texture was more like the father's hair. I had to teach the child how to do their hair, what to use on their hair. So I always had my supplies up there for them to buy: the shampoo, the conditioner, the hair oil, the sprays, everything. Because the mother just didn't know. She didn't have to put no oil on her hair. She didn't have that dry hair like they had. Or they may have come in with different textures of hair. I got that. Some of it is straight. Hey, Mac, good morning. How you doing? Hold on. Living for Jesus. And some of it is different textures all over the hair, the head. So that's when it's really difficult. Some people came in with thin hair in the top, thick hair in the back. I got that. Now, in my old age, it didn't used to be like it was just thick all over. But it's a lot to the hair business. It's a lot of money can be made in it, especially if you know how to make a weave. Now, I saw Mona Love over there on a short one day. I was out here making weaves. She finna make money because whoever she making that weave for or that wig for is gonna pay her. That ain't easy work, making no wig. No, it ain't. The only thing I suggest to the people in the business of making them is make something softer. Instead of that old woven wig cap that's hard and rough, and make something satin to go on it around there. So it just won't be rubbing your hair right off your head. That's the only thing I would do if I was in the wig business. Wait a minute. Okay. Living for Jesus say you have to work with what you have, not with what you want, or covet so many aspects to consider hair density and length, head shape before deciding on hairstyles. Yes, ma'am. You got it. You have to actually look at their face. Everybody's face is shaped different. You got round, you got square, you got oblong. You got to work with what they have in order for them to be satisfied when they leave out the door with what they got. Yeah. And then everybody's going to have some feature that's not quite pleasing to the other person. Or they have accepted what it is. I've accepted everything on me and about me years ago. So nothing bothers me. I'm happy with me. Everything. Yep. Luscious barbers, it depends on the hairdresser. Everybody sets their own prices in their beauty shop. You could go to 50 different places and they charge 50 different prices. It depends on their experience. It depends on what area of town they're in. If how much they're paying for rent in that shop that they're in. It's based on a whole lot of things, how you charge your clientele, how much education they have in the field. Some have gone back to be instructors. They're going to charge more than just somebody coming right out of school. How many clientele they have. You know at the end of the week what you need to make. So it's based on a whole lot of different things. So I couldn't come out here and say what anybody's charging for a weave. Start calling up beauty shops. You'll find out what I'm saying. Every shop is going to have a different price based on their needs and what their overhead is, in other words. Okay, did I miss a comment? Albert, grandmother, do you think God exists? Because my brains don't work. Yes, I think he exists, but how is that going to help you whether I think he exists, Albert? I don't get that one. So let's get back to the hair business. Okay, so, I'm coming up on my hour. Let me go ahead on and sum this up. So men are also in the beauty business. They work in the beauty business as well as they are now coming in sitting in chairs. They are also getting hair pieces that are attached, that are being made just like a woman's wig and weaves are. And some of them you cannot tell. If that stylist really know how to cut that hair and blend it in with the bottom of the hair, it's on. You're not going to know the difference. And they are making money because men are going to pay more to look good. If that's what they're into and they really want hair, they don't mind paying for it. Eyebrows are in now. So if you're walking around still with an eyebrow pencil, you don't have to do that. You can get eyebrows just like mine on mine. You can go get you some fake ones and have them put on. You do not have to walk around drawing pencils on. If you lost your eyebrows due to cancer or whatever, you still don't have to walk around with that. You just like you put on lashes, they can put on brows. I like your nails. They're classy length and style. You would not believe these nails are cheap. $7.99. These are not sculpture nails. I did these nails myself. I was over there on Kendra's Corners page, and I was telling Kendra how pretty her nails were. Kendra told me to go get some Kiss, Kiss nails. I went up on Bay Area the other day, went to the beauty supply, and I saw the brand in there. That is what these are. I put these on myself. Okay? I did not go to any beauty shop. I had lost one yesterday on this thing, I think. And I went and put it back on last night. Nothing to it but to do it. Save a whole lot of money and a whole lot of time. I stood up in there the other night. I was actually doing a live when I was putting on my nails. Y'all didn't know it because I didn't have my hands up doing it. And they stay on as long as I need because I'm going in the pool. So if they happen to come off, it's fine with me. It ain't like that sculpture nail with that water getting up underneath there. These usually just pop off. Okay? When they come off, the whole nail just pop off. Yep. I like the French tips also. Even when I was wearing sculpture nails, I like the clean nails. I like light colored nails. Now, I do polish on my toes, but I ain't much on my hands. And it's probably because I had my hands in people's face and hair a long time. And I just didn't want all that and all that stuff on there catching into their hair and popping their hair. I hate those new claw looking nails. You know how it is. Style's gonna change, and it's just the way it is. Have you checked out the new men's clothing coming out? They're gonna be wearing skirts and scores. I don't know how that's going to go over. So you took them into a tight fitting leg pants for the last couple of years. Now you're going to put them in a skirt, a score, long, just like the women wear. I don't know about that. Okay, we just got to see. Because I didn't see them wearing them little skinny leg pants. My brothers wore that stuff back in I guess that was the 60s. I was a little girl. And here it come back again. But styles are going to always repeat themselves. They may change a little something. The double breast has always been in, it'll always be in. But every time it come back, the buttons might be a single breast on this side, and it might have a fake button coming down this side. A smaller collar, a bigger collar. It's only so much you can do with hair and clothes. That's it, and that's all. It's been real talking to y'all. It's been fun. But I got to run. So I'm going to come back later on. I got some more topics for y'all. So I can't tell you what time because I don't know how long this is going to take. But I will be back today. Now the men are wearing short capri style pants. That's what I'm talking about, Elaine. It's probably not caught on in a lot of places because normally the rappers and the celebrities got to bring it out for them to see it. So once they start seeing it on them, and they're going to go start looking for it in the stores. That's usually who starts the trending set for the men. They see it on TV, and especially the rappers. Okay? Just like when they was wearing the pants down to the ankles and they were supposed to be up with a belt on. That started in the jailhouse. To me, that was crazy. Because why they was wearing them like that in the jailhouse was for a different reason, but you're going to wear them on the street like that? I was so tired of that, I didn't know what to do with all that dirty underwear showing. Now, see, you done come in here and you done said that twice, and I done told you that. So you being irritating. But since I'm getting ready to get off of here, I'm going to let you stay in here, all right? Y'all have a great day. Hit the like button for me on the way out. Subscribe, become a member, and share me out. I'd appreciate it. See you guys later. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful day. In spite of. Okay? All right. Let me get you out of here before I go because you're doing too many crazy things. All right. Let me get this one out. You know what? I'm going to go on and just delete you. Period. That's what I'm going to do. Just hide you. Something's wrong with you. Now you're gone. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.